Namaskar friends, welcome to the next episode of Rajan George Hobbs. Today I am speaking to you about a grave problem in home construction. When you construct a home, usually the flooring concrete is done only after the main concrete and also after plastering. That results in a very grave and serious problem. The problem is there is a possibility of the scaffolding of the concrete to fail or to settle by 1 inch, 2 inch like that. Many decades back, people were doing this scaffolding by wooden support and by wooden beams and planks. In such cases, in both the directions, support was coming at 60 centimeter or 2 feet distances. Whereas now the wooden props are very costly. Also, it is having only a short life only. Only 2 or 3 concrete we get by the wooden props. So, if ever somebody is doing with wooden planks, beams and wooden support, they are doing it because of the ignorance that it is very costly. What is viable is only the iron scaffolding. If the contractor is not having sufficient iron scaffolding, they can take it for rent. Even the high rent is, even after giving high rent, it is much more economical than going for the wooden prop and planks. Let us see what happens when we are using this iron scaffolding. Iron scaffolding means we have a beam or across span which is supported by props, iron props. Over the beam or across span, framed sheet is laid and over that the concrete is coming. When the beam or the across span is given, if the span is very short, we need the support only on both sides, and that even we can give to the wall. Whereas if the span is more, if the span is 2.5 meter or more, what happens is we need a central support for the across span. This central support is having heavy load on it while concreting. Usually contractors or the workers will not consider that the central prop is coming with a heavy load of around 1 ton, 1000 kilograms. Usually they compact the soil, then give a small wooden plank. Over that they place the prop, central prop for the across span. While concreting with the water from the concrete, the soil in the portion of the central prop will become wet and it will settle by 1 inch, 2 inch like that. It is very dangerous. Nothing can be done except removing the whole concrete and doing the whole process again, which nobody can afford to. So the remedy is give the flooring concrete just after constructing the foundation, the rubble foundation or whatever type of foundation you are giving. First guarantee is on the concrete day, the possibility of the scaffolding settling or failing will not be there. Another advantage is when the flooring concrete is done after the rubble construction and before concreting, we get perfect level because we can check the water level. Very easy to check the water level. If there is any difference or if there is slightest difference in the water level, we can see from the naked eye. If the flooring concrete is done after main concrete, nobody can recognize or find out if there is error of 1 inch, 2 inch like that. And that difference will result in very grave and serious flooring problems when we lay vitrified or granite. So the second advantage is the flooring, either vitrified or granite, will be 100% okay. The third advantage is it is less expensive to do the flooring concrete just after foundation work, because after main concreting there will have only 2 doors, more traveling or labor expenses. Another advantage is if the flooring concrete is done earlier, while doing the brickwork, we can have the cement mortar preparing in the floor concrete itself, and also the lintel, sunshade or the columns in between can be concreted by mixing the concrete in the flooring concrete. So do the flooring concrete just after the foundation work. Your concrete will be safe. And suppose the flooring concrete is not done just after the foundation, then we have to be very, very careful. For the center prop, for a size of around 75 centimeter or 2.5 feet, earth has to be removed for some 1.25 feet and then well compacted and fill 20 mm metal over that, and then place many layers of wooden planks and over that girder, just like the plate in a lorry, reduce to a single point, then give prop over that. Unless we are very careful like that, serious problem will come while concreting. The safe thing is to have the flooring concrete just after the foundation. Ask any engineer, any contractor in India, he will say flooring concrete has to be done only after the main concrete and plastering. When I started my profession as a building designer and a builder, I was also thinking like that only. But by experience, I have studied that flooring concrete has to be done just after the rubble work. So in any case, convince the contractor that flooring concrete has to be done just after the foundation work for safety, for economy, and for the perfection of flooring. Thank you.